What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I gotta tread lightly because Jay Prince is the man. He is the boogeyman out there in Houston. Shout out to big bro Willie D. I got a lot of respect for what Jay Prince has done, not only for the hip hop world, but for the city of Houston and for guys in the independent rap hustle. Jay Prince is a legend. He's an excellent businessman. We need more people like him in the black community. And he is entitled to his opinion. So you will never hear me disrespect our people like Jay Prince. I'm not going to do it. Too successful, and the man has done too much great things for the city of Houston and in the Texas rap industry. But Jay Prince has an opinion that he wants to forgive Joe Rogan for saying the N-word. Now, he's made a post on Instagram saying that I know him. He calls him a brother. It takes he's a sincere individual to admit that they are wrong and they have been messed about a situation. And, Jay Prince may know him personally. He may know some things about him that I don't know or that you don't know, because Jay Prince is a multi-millionaire. We will never have the access that he has. But Jay Prince said something that's very important. He says, let there be an example to the others with sensitivity of the N-word being said by anybody else than the N-word. Now, people have come out against Jay Prince for coming to the side of Joe Rogan. And a lot of times we talk about this in terms of being on code. And being on code can mean a lot of different things. Like, if you're on code, people feel like you shouldn't even be able to, criticize the black community at all because you're off code. And there's just so many different situations that describe what on code really means. But the reality of it is that if a person that is not black is being called out, exposed for saying the N-word, being on code means that you don't come to their defense. All right? You don't come to their defense. And I want to really talk about this in terms of Michael Vick. Michael Vick had a dog fighting issue, almost 14, 13 years ago, something like that. Maybe even longer than that, maybe 15 years ago. A lot of those people, and he went to prison. When he came out of prison and served his time, a lot of those people who didn't let Michael Vick be forgiven of what happened were white people in animal control and animal rights. Now, again, saying the N-word in dogfighting, that's two different things. But the principle was they didn't let him forget. Okay? For the rest of his career, animal rights people were at the game booing him. Same thing. Okay? When you see blacks do anything or say anything crazy towards whites or Jews or any of these other groups, hey, once they cancel you, they try to take everything away from you. Look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon had to pretty much beg to get back. Joe Rogan, when he apologized, he didn't apologize from a position of begging, because Joe Rogan still had that $100 million Spotify deal. Not only did he have that, he had another deal. I'm talking about that too. But you will not see Joe Rogan's people, if Jay Prince says something racist, come to his defense and say Jay Prince is not racist. Why? Joe Rogan understands what being on code is. He may feel that way. Man, I should say something, but he's not going to say nothing. Because why? You don't defend people talking shit about your people from another group. And this is why people like Jay Prince, because you feel like you're a millionaire, you feel like whatever the reason is, you need to defend people. Why do you need to defend Joe Rogan? He won't defend you. I'm going to say it again. Joe Rogan will never come to your defense, Jay Prince. Are you looking for a kickback favor? And see, this is what I'm talking about. How do you expect for your people in America to get any kind of credibility when every time somebody disrespects you, you don't make them pay? Joe Rogan knows not to talk like that to the Asian community. There's going to be hell on earth. The Jewish community is going to make you pay. You will lose Spotify. You will lose Rumble, wherever you're going to lose everything. With the blacks, it's okay. We're going to pretend to be upset and then we're going to forgive you. Like NDRE, I'm a weigh in on that also. And then here come the blacks coming to his defense. All right. Why blacks are coming to the defense of Joe Rogan, I don't know. Joe Rogan will never come to the defense of you. And that's why blacks get treated the way that they do. Because always blacks are coming to the disrespect of whites. All right? All the time. When they say something, whites never come to usually in social media, they never come to you. If you say something, no white person never says, you know what? That black person said, like, let's even look at Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh had those comments about the Jewish community. There are white people in America that feel the same way that he felt. Don't believe me? We know that that's European whites and Jews in America do not look at themselves as the same, okay? There has been issues between both groups in America. Don't you know that there are a lot of whites in the South and other places that feel a certain way about Jews? They're not just discriminated, they're discriminated by whites and other Europeans. But guess what? Nobody came to Young Pharaoh's offense in the Republican Party and the GOP. People who you were caping for, all right? They were like, you know what? Some of us may even agree with what you're talking about, but hey, you're on your own. Because we don't want that smoke. We're not going to come to the defense of you because you're not our people. No, I'll come to your defense. You're out there on your own, okay? And we damn sure don't want to deal with the Jewish community based on what you said. So we'll let you go. But the blacks are always doing that. When we get disrespected, we come and we have to learn from the Jewish communities, guys. We have to learn from the Asian communities. They don't take this shit. Even YG said something about Asian in one of his raps. They took that song off Spotify, off Apple Music, off everything. Okay? It wasn't like, oh, I'm sorry. No, take the song off now or else now. Okay? You still have certain Asians over there in hip hop using the N-word right now, and we ain't doing nothing about it. We're not raising a king with that. No. And then you wonder why you don't get no respect. How do you get any respect when you don't respect yourself? These other groups respect themselves. Okay? Blacks, Africans, what are we doing to say, you know what? We're not going to rock with that at all. It's not happening. It's not going down. Don't ask me. No. Joe Rogan, you got to pay for that because you would make me pay for it. And it's absolutely the truth. Why do you defend people who won't defend you ever? If this is Jay Prince, Joe Rogan would never come to his defense. But we don't learn, do we? Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.